Okay, ready, set, go. This is the Prophet 6 tutorial number 2. So we're going to talk about oscillators here. Beginning, let's just start from the beginning. Oscillator 1, we've got it turned up in the mixer. It starts very much as a ramp wave when you first initialize it, but we can go from a triangle to a square and things in between. Let me put down the mic and pan it through. So you can hear you get kind of constructive and deconstructive types of interference between the waves as we're panning through. Pulse width does go all the way to nothing. So if I push a key, if the pulse width's all the way over, it gets so small that you don't hear anything. Oscillator 2 works the same way. We get, there's our ramp wave, and we go from a triangle to a pulse. We can also put this in low frequency mode, and you can hear it clicking away because I've got it set to a pulse. So that is useful for using the cross modulation section, which we will talk about in a later section. We can also have it keyboard track. We can have it not keyboard track. So that just leaves this frequency knob to control what pitch the oscillator 2 is. When we put them together, we can get lots of, obviously different sounds. We can even hard sync Oscillator One. So what that does is sort of creates harmonics for Oscillator 2. So if I turn this frequency knob, we get more harmonics. So let's show you an example of that. Okay, so that gives you all your stuff. Really, a lot of sounds out of just this single combination. We can fine-tune Oscillator 2. So if we get kind of like two saws going on, we can get that sort of out-of-tune sound. Either, a little out of tune or a lot out of tune. It goes about a half step. So kind of hilarious if you want to have that result, because it is very effective for horror movies. And then one last thing I want to show is pulse width modulation. So if we put these both in pulse mode, and we can take the low frequency oscillator, which we will talk about later, and we can basically tell it to modulate the pulse width. That might be a little much. So really, really great pulse width modulation out of this unit. So that's about it, and we will talk about the filter next time.